Alright, boys, it's day number 2 of the grand opening of the new and improved shopping center. Now, as you might see there, shop is supposed to close at 8 o'clock. It's 8:20 now. And as you would expect, I guess, they did not have the common decency to have it so that at least immediately at 8 o'clock, this shit gets shut down. They haven't done this. Perhaps the cleaning ladies need to leave also. That would make some sense because they're the ones usually locked down. So maybe the cleaning ladies will shut it down at maybe 9. Which is still fucking criminal if you ask me. It's fucking criminal that this thing is here at all, even during the day. But at the moment, blasting this shit to an empty parking lot. Truly ridiculous. The 21st century is truly a ridiculous time. Yesterday, on the first day of this fucking thing opening, the music was on all the way until 11. All the way until 11, which boggles the mind because I don't think anybody's here all the way up until 11. At least I hope not. These people are definitely getting paid nowhere near enough. They're also getting paid nowhere near enough to be terrorized by the same set of advertisements and music all day, because it's all blasting inside as well. The same fucking shit is just frying their brains as they stack the shelves and pack the chicken. Oof. I feel for these people because I used to work retail. I used to stack shelves when I was a teenager. And the reason I know this is a form of like Chinese, slow Chinese torture, like water torture, is because I maybe worked in one of these shops when I was a teenager, like one summer. And I left that particular shop. And then maybe a year, 2, 3 years later, I entered the same place with the same fucking shit music playing, the elevator music. And I just had like a Vietnam flashback. I had a Vietnam flashback to my very first experience of employment. Stacking shelves and packing chicken and listening to jingles all fucking day. What a joke. I think at least the volume might be reduced. I could be wrong though. In fact, I came out today. I pulled up, or tonight rather, I pulled up one of these things on the phone, like an app that you can measure sound levels with. Now, if you're using it on the phone, it's probably not like super accurate, but I'll give it a go anyway. Just to measure the area here, because my own house is there. Now, that's the front door, and behind where I would normally sit and sometimes meditate in my yard, you can hear this shit. So they've ruined that spot for me as well. There's others, but it's a bit too dark to show you. Anyway, I figured this house is affected where I live, potentially 4 people. Then there's another one there. This one seems to be empty most of the year. Another one straight up as well, also empty, but still could have some people in there. And this direction has the football field, so not much there. Now, down this road, there might be some potential houses also bothered by this, so I'm gonna walk down this road just to confirm. I figured if I get enough people on board, get enough names on the list, my neighbor's already on the list, I could really start a ruckus, get everybody up in arms in the village about these speakers, to the point where they'll just have to shut them down. Or better yet, just rip them off. Chuck them in a fire. In a cathartic fire. What do we got here? Here's the warehouse. So if you come down this road, I don't know how much you can see. Not a whole lot going on. That's the public bus station, and over there is the local car repair shop. And some weeks ago, somebody was complaining before this place opened that from the street here, you can see in that direction, there's a whole bunch of beaten up and old cars just sitting there. Some of them rusting, some of them have like growth in it. And they were complaining anonymously, of course, on the local Facebook group, of course, that it's aesthetically not pleasing for them to see old cars lined up, and it affects negatively their experience of coming to a fucking supermarket. Are you fucking serious? And of course it was an anonymous comment written with a lot of that old woman granny energy, you know what I mean? Like some bitter hag probably somewhere being like, "Nyeh." Or worse yet, just some idiot guy. You know, you get those too. So I couldn't give a, you can't really see the cars there, but it's just a bunch of cars lined up, people. It's a car repair place. They're all well ordered, well organized. There's no issue there. So like I couldn't care less about that shit. The real aesthetic terrorism has occurred here in the form of this building itself, which physically looks just like a grey cube, like all, it's a copy paste. It's like all the rest of them. Just another modernist cube built for efficiency, you know. They even said it's like energy efficient or something like that. More floor space to move your carts around. Wow, amazing. Not a single word though in that article about aesthetics. And you can see here the same, I mean, it's a modern cube, isn't it? You get the sharp angles, you get the sort of monochrome color, barely any windows to see inside. It's all bullshit, people. Horrendous. That's the real aesthetic crime here. The bunch of cars there, yeah, I couldn't care less. So a rusting car, like an old car, is it's a contemplative object. Even they got a bit of nostalgia about them, you know. Some of them, they got like weeds in them and shit, but like who cares? Some of them are like, I mean, some of them are just cars that are being worked on, like cars, like working cars. I had my own fucking car fixed there just the other day. So anyway, I appreciate it. It's very dark, but if you look this way, we have another house here. At the moment, I can't really hear anything, which is good news for them. And I guess if I can't hear anything at this point, there's no point walking further down the road to check the other houses. There's a couple here, but I don't actually know how many of these are inhabited all year round. This one here is. This one here seems empty. And there's one coming up on the road here. Doesn't seem to be inhabited. So the other thought I had, that if you rewind back this video, back at the parking lot, that dark area to the left side of the entrance, there's a football field there. There's a public stage there, which besides my own backyard is the second spot that they ruined. That would be better to show you in daylight, but basically one can sit there on the stage and there's a fantastic vista in front of you of the woods out in the distance. And on the weekends I would sit there just listening to the birds, really. And that spot is ruined. However, it gets better, because beyond that football field there's a graveyard. Now I thought about going out there and measuring the noise levels in the graveyard, and if it turns out there's so much of a peep of this corporate jingle bullshit fucking elevator music garbage being heard in the graveyard. Well, then we gotta get the pitchforks, people. We have a scandal, because that shit is disturbing the peace of the dead, all right? And we cannot have the dead being terrorized by this fucking bullshit. No fucking way. The graveyard itself, on this island in general, the graveyards are just like beautiful places, well maintained. I walk through them, I sometimes just sit in them. I look at the stones and just stroll, you know. So maybe I'll film that tomorrow. I'm not gonna go there today. At this point here, where I am, not a peep. So, as it stands now, it's just myself, my neighbor, my girlfriend, who are affected by this scandal, it seems. But I'll make sure tomorrow when it's daylight, and I'll try and measure the noise levels tomorrow. I was also hoping that if I'm close enough, the noise levels will be too high. Here's where some bureaucracy could finally work in my favor. Maybe there's some fucking law somewhere that they've actually broken. It's like too loud. It's out of some fucking EU regulated fucking bullshit law, you know. It's out of the range or something like that. And then that would be perfect for me, because I'd be like, aha. You see, I'm trying to collect like evidence, and I'm trying to collect like people for the cause, you know, like it's if this doesn't end, it's gonna be a scandal, people. Alright, that's it for day number 2. That's my report.